So the death of AAA gaming may be sooner than you expected. So AAA gaming has been dying for a long time now. Okay, they have been struggling to sell a lot of new games, you know, as well. But basically, they have only been doing the $70 games for, as well due to game development costs increasing and greed because of EA. Yeah, like you would think that they'd be that EA with FIFA. Oh yeah, you get Tazi, $10 more for your yearly reskin. You the same game every year. Okay, FIFA is the same game every year. But apparently now they're trying to push it for $80. Okay, but you guys, I get it's very hard to resist the urge not to buy a new game when it comes out because your favorite streamer or your favorite YouTuber is playing it. But really, $70 is too much already. Okay, now they want it to be 80. This is the slippery slope fallacy that I talked about with gaming. Okay, and people have been warning this is gonna happen. Okay, but the problem is FOMO is such a powerful tool these game developers have that they can just keep increasing the game, game cost up and up and up, and instead of making better games, okay, instead of making better games like you know, and improving the quality of games, get games like Suicide Squad that completely suck, or games of you only have to pay $30 to Dragon's Dogma 2. Well, oh yeah, microtransactions. Yeah, microtransactions. Okay, you know, you don't really get quality games anymore. You really don't. Okay, you really don't get quality games anymore. Okay, and games like Call of Duty and Tears of the Kingdom sold well despite the higher price tag, as well. Seem to set the groundwork for prices even going up further. But the thing is, people have been upset over like the Assassin's Creed new editions that are $100, $140, or but now the average games will be 80 now. Okay, they're gonna try to push this as the price tag as high as they possibly can because it's greed. Okay, they can't say it's development cost increasing, but we all know the main thing is greed. Okay, the main thing is greed. Okay, the main thing is, they want to get as much money as they can possibly can, but they don't want to start the pot too much. That's basically the whole goal. They don't want to start the pot too much. Like, if they start the pot too much, okay, they will make people angry. Like the 140 games of Assassin's Creed and other developers. Okay, they want to do it slowly so they can play and again. I think the lower class and even middle class will be priced out of the video game industry entirely. The only way to be able to play games is through either emulation, pirating, or when they're on sale. Okay? Because no one's going to want to pay $90 to $100 to $110 for a game outside of rich folks and streamers who can afford this. Okay? This is not a good thing for the gaming industry. Okay? They're trying to price out kind of like with, we can talk about the economy as well. Basically, what the government, like, kind of like what people blaming Joe Biden for trying to price out the middle class from being able to afford anything. They're pricing out the middle class of gaming too. Okay, kind of like how Disney is pricing out the middle class, and only people who are going to Disney World are the rich, the wealthy. Okay, gaming may soon be a hobby of the rich and wealthy. Okay, streamers, YouTubers. Okay. Do you realize that not many YouTubers have over 100,000 subscribers? Only 2 million YouTubers even have only 2 million YouTube channels even have 10,000 subscribers. Okay, they're pricing out normal people. Okay, from playing games. Okay, FOMO can only get them so far. Okay, the fear of missing out. Okay, it can only get them so far. Okay. Games like Fortnite, of course, probably continue selling because those games are free, of course. But the AAA game market is really going to price out the average person, the middle class and lower. The lower class have always been priced out of the gaming industry of $70 games, okay? They have to basically pirate games, okay? Even $60 games is too much for the poor, okay? The lower class is what we call them, okay? Now the middle class is now trying to price out the middle class. The only people who will be able to afford them are the higher classes. The rich, the wealthy, okay? The rich kids, the spoiled kids, okay? the rich people, the streamers, okay, the YouTubers, okay. The thing is, getting a big YouTube channel is by luck, okay. Mr. Beast is lucky to have 200 million subscribers. Of course, he'll be able to buy GTA 6 for $80, but most of the poor and middle class, they can't buy it because they have to cut back on a lot of things. I think a lot of people are going to cut back on video games. I'm surprised that young people are not cutting back in video games. Like, a lot of them are cutting back in college, obviously, because college is too expensive, okay? Like, I never went to college, okay? Because it's too expensive. It's too much money, okay? But now, people are going to start cutting back on video games. That's going to be the next thing they're going to cut back on, okay? Because video games, they can just play the games they already have. They can just play games that are like for free, like Fortnite, or play games they already have, okay? And new games are going to suffer. They're going to fail. They're going to start flopping, okay? They're going to start selling poorly. This is not a good idea to make games $80, okay? That is, you're really going to price out the lower and middle classes from gaming. Okay, we really are. Okay, that's going to be a sad reality gamers are going to have to face. That most of the middle class and lower class gamers, your average people, they're not going to be able to play games anymore. Okay, if they keep increasing the price of games. Okay, it is because of greed. Okay, it is because of 100% greed. They'll say it's because of development costs increasing. Then why don't you try to decrease the development costs? Okay, I'm sorry. Call of Duty doesn't have a lot of development costs because they have microtransactions, they have battle passes. Okay, same thing with FIFA. Okay, you really think those games should be $80? You really think FIFA and Call of Duty should be $80? No, they should not. This should not be fucking $80 a game. Okay, that's absurd. And then they have microtransactions on top of that. And then you also have DLC. You also have season passes. All the other hidden costs of gaming. You're pricing out the average person in gaming. And that's what the problem. And I got it using the most loved games like Tears of the Kingdom and Call of Duty. The best selling. But this $80 games, I think is what's going to price out the middle class from gaming. I think they're really going to price out the middle class from video gaming, as they're going to mostly buy games from sales now. They're not going to buy games at once, because if you're missing out, it's not going to really, do much anymore. Because they're going to say, oh yeah, I can't, even though my favorite, let's just say, XQC is playing this big new fan, or not a big gaming channels, or other big gaming channels like Pokimane and others are playing this big, but again, they can afford it, okay? But the middle class and the poor cannot, because they have to also go over all the other costs they have, okay? They cannot play games at once anymore, because then you also have the hidden costs. If you want the full game, well, you have to pay $140 for that, okay? If you want to, if you want to get this thing you want in the game, oh yeah, you have to pay money, okay? Gaming is a business, but the gaming industry now has become more about greed than giving people good products. That's why so many people have stopped playing games. Okay? That's why gaming is still frowned upon. Okay? Frowned upon. Despite, that's why, because a lot of people don't want to get in the game because they see it's too expensive. They see it's too much money. Okay? That's the problem with modern gaming. One of the problems. And then you pay $80 for a game, and then it's still buggy and gritty and incomplete. Oh yeah, so much for increased development costs when your game still comes out buggy and gritty and unfinished. And then the game will come out unfinished either way because you forgot to pay the extra $50 for the season pass and all the DLCs for the season pass. That's about this video here. Goodbye.